Um, in The Swimmer, I found the use of alcohol, or the mentioning of it in this one, to be interesting. In the last few readings, drugs and alcohol seem to be showing up a little bit more. And usually when the drugs and alcohol show up, it's someone's either depressed or sad or trying to hide something that's taken, or trying to hide something in their past. Um, so for Nettie, the I think he's a person who feels not necessarily entitled, but I don't know, he feels good about himself, and he has, seemingly a good life he's married and lives in a nice neighborhood and, has this great reputation, but his alcohol use helps him to lose time throughout the story. We also see Nettie starts. I can't even read my own writing. He seems happy, and he wants to put his string of swimming pools of his neighbors. He wants to name them after his wife Lucinda, the Lucinda River. So that shows that he cares for his wife, but as we find out later in the story, he doesn't. Not that he doesn't care about his wife, but he just kind of he gets just so distant that everybody's gone. As he begins pool hopping, when he first starts, everyone's having a good time and everything's all fun, and then as time goes on, there's less people. He wants to drink more, but there's no one's really offering him anything. And then when the storm comes, it kind of changes everything. Then it's cloudy, everything's changing, the pool water gets cold, there's less people, and by the end of the story, he's just left by himself. Didn't even really stop to realize the changing of time and that he was losing everything. I think the story is sad, because his life basically passed him by and he didn't even really notice. And it shows how people care, I think, more about their class or more about, what other people think of them. They have I guess like a level or whatever that, other people expect them to be. And so sometimes people kind of forget to pay attention to what's going on in their real life to make this fake life where they're, this great person. But sometimes that's a very bad thing and you end up alone. And I think even today we see that a lot in a lot of wealthier people, or even if they're not wealthy, just somebody who wants to have all of these things, and so they go out and they work hard or whatever they do and they get all these things and they live up to this name that people expect them to be, but in the reality of it, inside of that person, they're not really happy. They're just living this fake life.